All right, we got all the engineering done for the final version of the Edison truck, and I wanted to run everybody through what a hybrid diesel-electric truck is going to look like for Driveline. All right, from the outside it looks very similar. You got a diesel motor under the hood, some fuel tanks behind the steps, but it's under the hood where this thing gets cool. So there's that diesel motor. Behind that, you got the alternator. We're going with Flowdraulics. They connected us up with Editron, and that's the Editron alternator that goes onto the back. It produces AC power, but these batteries over here use DC. So what we do is, when it comes out as three-phase AC, we run it through a rectifier box to convert it into DC and then into the batteries. Also, I think in the frame rails between the cross members is a good spot. I mean, there's not going to be any drive line, so let's just stick the batteries in there. So then we can jam them up as far as we want in order to get that weight onto the steer axle. Now these are the AC drive motors back here. These are your electric axles. From the batteries, we go into the inverter and then into the electric axles. That takes the DC power from the batteries into AC electric axles. Then when the regen braking happens, the same thing happens. It goes back through the inverter, converts it into DC, back into the batteries. So there you go. That's how the driveline system works on the electric semi-truck. That's what we're going with. That's what's going to be offered in the Edison truck and in all the retrofit kits. Luckily, that Editron alternator that can go onto the back end there, that'll work with pretty well any truck. So if you got a C15, an X15, a big cam 400, we can put that alternator onto the back of anyone, drop those axles, 8 bolts per axles, bolt the E-axles in, put the batteries into the frame rail, and then the computer software will work together to turn it into a truck. So it's pretty simple, actually.